All right, here are our questions about Emil Emu. What do you remember happened in our story today? Question 1. What was the reason some of the emus were weeping at the wedding? Yes, you're right. Some of the emus were weeping at the wedding because they were happy. Sometimes you cry when you're happy. Those are tears of joy. Question number 2. What question did Emil Emu need to ask his Bible teacher? You're right. Emil Emu needed to ask Mrs. Egan, his Bible teacher, if she would still be his Bible teacher now that she was married. Good listening. You're doing a great job of listening. Question number 3. Was Mrs. Egan still going to be Emil Emu's Bible teacher? Yes, you're right. Mrs. Egan would still be Emil Emu's Bible teacher, even though she's married now. All right, question 4. Who planned that marriage be for keeps? Who planned that marriage should be for as long as you live? That's right, you're right. God planned that marriage was always for keeps, that as long as you live, you would stay married. All right, question 5. Why did Mrs. Egan need Emil Emu to care for her little puppy for a week? Oh, you're right. Mrs. Egan needed Emil Emu to care for her puppy for 1 week because they were moving into a new apartment, a new place to live. All right, question number 6. What was the puppy's name? Wasn't that a great name? You're right. The puppy's name was Barnaby Beagle. 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 Good job. All right. Question number 7. When Barnaby Beagle got off his leash, who found him? You're right. When Barnaby Beagle got off his leash, Emil Emu found him, didn't he? Right. Question number 8. How did Emil Emu know there was something under the porch? Think about it. How did he know there was something under the porch? Emil Emu knew, you're right, Emil Emu knew there was something under the porch because he saw 2 lights under the porch, didn't he? Right. And those lights were what? They were Barnaby Beagle's eyes shining, weren't they? All right. Question number 9. Why couldn't Mr. and Mrs. Egan keep Barnaby Beagle at their new place? You're right. Mr. and Mrs. Egan could not keep Barnaby Beagle at their new apartment because no pets were allowed there. You're doing a great job of listening, my friends. And our very last question, number 10. Who gave Barnaby Beagle a new home? That's right. Emil Emu and his family gave Barnaby Beagle a new home. Weren't they excited to get that new puppy? Emil was so happy about that. All right, let's work on our word building, expanding our vocabulary, learning some new words, and using them in sentences. Are you ready? Number 1, what is an apartment? You're right, an apartment is a building where many families live. And what is doggy beef? Number 2, what is doggy beef? That's the meat. You're right, that's the meat the doggy eats. And number 3, what is a leash? A leash. You're right, a leash can be a rope or a piece of leather that goes around the doggy's neck and that you can, it's attached to the doggy's collar, isn't it? It's a piece of rope attached to the doggy's collar. Okay. So what does it mean to get loose? Barnaby Beagle got loose. You're right, he got free. He escaped, didn't he? Okay. What does it mean to leap? If you are leaping, you are jumping. You're right. And when something is cozy, that means it is comfortable, right? If it's cozy, it's comfortable. It's a place you want to be, right? And what does it mean to beam? If you are beaming, you are lighting up. Just like the flashlight beams, your face can light up too when you're happy, when you thought of something wonderful. What does it mean? What does greeted mean? If you greeted someone, you said, hello. That's right. And our last word, what does glee mean? If you have glee, you are also happy. Glee is another word for happiness. Great job. You did a great job. Kiss your brain because you are fantastic, my friends.